There we go. Sorry, I could not hear myself. Already on a Mito like that, huh? Spring's here again. Reap dive to land. And he's the one who likes all our pretty songs. And he likes to sing along. But he don't know what it means. Don't know what it means when I say yeah. Seriously, there's a country cover of that. I don't know why there is. Like, I can like some country, I really can. I even like some outlaw country. Country with an attitude, I can like. Not overly a fan of the drunk stuff, but that seems to be a lot of it. Ah, she's looking like a good vessel. It may be a safer bet just to give everyone some fish on them, you know? They seem to clean that trough out pretty aggressively. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sitting there, and somebody actually starts playing the country cover of In Bloom. I still can't figure out why anyone would want to do that. It's like, spring's here again. So I'm not the world's biggest Nirvana guy. I'm not. I think they're mostly overrated even. I honestly... A lot of people don't have the guts to say that. I mean, people finally have the guts to say the Beatles is a boy band. And Nirvana is not a boy band. In fairness, yeah, like, you want to talk about an actual musician versus a bunch of stoners. Stoners and acid heads. I would give Nirvana that. But the 90s seem to be really about trying to repeat things. Like, the media were the ones who jumped on him that fast. I never got it. I was too young, admittedly. But I do remember that much. Like, I do remember how they act like Nirvana was like the second coming or something. And I do remember when he died that they acted like the world, like they used to have a t-shirt for it in the 90s. I think that's a problem, though, is that some of the people who end up on the West Coast, and I'm not talking about him and Courtney Love, There's some people out there like her who, I look at a guy like Kurt Cobain and I go, that dude is white trash. And I mean that as a compliment, but seriously, he's white trash. Like, the other weird thing to me, though, about Nirvana is that they really didn't kill off the music that they allegedly killed. They just killed off the positivity in music. Like, I mean, In Bloom was about the closest thing they had to a happy song. At least as far as their big hits go. And a lot of 90s hooks are just weird hooks. Especially in the rock side. That might have been what helped kill rock. Rock got too esoteric. It's funny too, when they were bitching about, it was Todd in the Shadows, he was bitching about Trump. And the old adage was when Bush got elected that, hey, at least the music's going to be good. And in fairness, I didn't think the music was bad, but he used the example of Nickelback. And I sit there and think, but Nickelback's a weird one too, because they came out pretty solid. Like that first song, This Is How You Remind Me, is a good song. See, there's just two kinds of people in America, at least white people. There's white people who don't necessarily hate being white, and there's white people who really hate being white. Well, maybe a third kind, and then the ones who are in charge know what works and everything, and then are trying to trick the others that they don't deem worthy to destroy themselves. But I've never heard such burning hatred of such a band before. Like, there's things to really not like about Nickelback. And I never owned an album of theirs, and I thought that they were great even back then. I probably would own a few songs of theirs, though. Like, I'm not saying that the guys didn't have hits. And I thought when they came out, they were good. Their first few hits were alright. There's just a bigger glut for positive white trash music than there is negative white trash music. Like, for every too bad, and this is how you remind me, you're going to have a photograph. Or a party, or what is it? I want to be a rock star or whatever. I mean, again, I was an adult and a job when that one came out. Yeah. Tell me that no one liked them. People that didn't even like rock liked that song. I hated that song. Thought it was trashy. Oh. Look at this photograph. Yeah, Also, seriously, keep the gays the hell away from the damn music, please. Thank you. I heard some weird cover of that by one of those sing-song bands. I don't know why they keep doing that shit. Like, you know what I'd love to hear right now? Nickelback ruined by a bunch of gay men. Like, I don't just mean it, I mean it for pretty much, they do it for every song, but seriously, I have no desire to hear the a cappella version of it. And just because a homosexual is involved doesn't make it automatically good, people. In fact, if anything, it just means that it's probably about to be a cappella or like a Broadway musical, and it's not going to be very good. Like, I can just think of the amount of people who are going, oh man, I can't wait for that. Like, the stuff I hated about Nickelback was crap like Animals. All the stuff I thought was a little too trashy. That was my thing, is that they were just too willing to be too trashy. And Nickelback has one other problem. You can't be that trashy and not be Christians or American. Like, if you're gonna browbeat your shittiness, then you're gonna have to, you know, at some point, you're gonna have to do what Kid Rock or Eminem does at some point. I know Eminem doesn't pretty much on religion, but Kid Rock does. And actually, Kid Rock can do it pretty dang well too. I would never say Lonely Road of Faith is it's Skinner-esque, but I would go as far to say that it might be better. I'll tell you one thing I miss, speaking of that too, was I miss the days before everybody had their own cover of Simple Man. And you think you're the one who discovered that song, and then it's fun. But I think, all that being said, they're bitching. There was a lot of good music in the early and mid 2000s. The entirety of the emo movement wasn't bad. To me, it was just kind of the continuation of grunge and alt rock, just with a lot more black. That's always the difference, you know. Cause we are the only ones, and we won't get out. I'm still stewing over that story. This is why, you know, I think that's the biggest thing to hate about liberals, is you can never be happy with them. You just can't. If you're white, you can't be happy. I don't know about the minorities. It seems like if you're not getting killed by the police, they don't give a flying fuck about anything you're doing. And you can sit around and say that that's not true. Fuck you, you know it is. Oh, and by the way, once you're back being good little members of the tribe, voting for them again, yeah, they'll stop reporting the cops shooting you all the time, so that you think things actually changed. The best part is they know this time they'll never change, because it's not the cops this time. Like you notice how none of them have pushed towards anything suicidal? Like they haven't said like disarm the police. I mean, yeah, the protesters will, but they won't. They're not that stupid. They still gotta have them. But to me, Nickelback's like the boy bands, even worse so, because the boy bands you can fairly argue are mostly a girl and gay man thing. Like I like them out of nostalgia. That's it, and I don't I'll be honest. I can only tolerate. Like, I can try to listen to an NSYNC song. NSYNC never had a good hit to save their lives that a straight man, could really enjoy. Maybe Bye Bye Bye, but even then, like I don't. It's not everybody. Everybody's a good song, regardless of it being from Backstreet. And all their other songs suck ass. What I find weird, though, is that there's more people, male side, willing to tolerate something as gay as Ed Sheeran. That man sounds like he just wakes up in the morning, cuts his dick off, and decides to sing a song. What would you like to sing about today, Ed? Something gay. Really gay. Whatever it is, it needs to be gay. Like, wildly unhealthy. His songs sound wildly unhealthy to me. Like he's just this cuckold of a man sitting around wanting to sing something really effeminate. What would you like to sing about today, Ed? I'd like to sing a song about a girl who's perfect. And how is she perfect? I don't know. Here's my thing. Now, I know some men will say, well, Big Red, you're going to stay single that way. Maybe so. And I'm not saying that you can't appreciate a woman. I'm just saying that you got a bunch of spoiled princesses out there already. It's only going to get worse. If anything, you need to start reeling them back to reality. Like, who's not perfect? Single mom. Single mom with a bunch of kids from different dads. Can't keep a relationship going. She throws a fit every time someone doesn't act like Ed Sheeran to her. Well, why should she have to admit that she's doomed? See, that's the problem, is that we tolerate these overgrown children screwing up their kids' lives. For what purpose do we tolerate that? I don't get it. What are we gaining from this? I I just don't know why it tries to be so damn irritating with that shit. Well, kids, there you go. If you kill about 6 alphas, you can jump up about a rank or 2. And that will still get you nowhere near what you wanted. Well, it'll get you close. Within a rank of, considering metallizing the base. I'm not going to do it until I get the smelter. Yeah. Yeah, until we get that, it's not happening. Guess we need to think about what to put on this damn thing. I don't know why I always want to give out lamp post. I don't know what we're going to do with that. Yeah, I don't know what I can do with that yet. I'm thinking. I don't know, he got ahead of her in damage. I gave her more stamina? Not sure. sure they're still eating good. Well, you know what I could do while I wait here? Fill that beetle full of shit. Really thought metal would go further than that. Yeah. Trying to go full metal on the base is ridiculous before you have the right stuff. More Caprosuchus, you got pretty much forgotten at this point. Why didn't you go fight the Mosasaur? Don't answer that. You'll just embarrass us. That's because I suck. I just realized I have 2 trikes and not a single one's laid an egg. No? Yeah, whatever. Calm down. Surprised T-Rex hasn't had one of his epic bowel movements yet. Also, the horse. Seriously, you know? Bowel destroying shit. The horse. I've gotta get these. I've seen so few Packy eggs in my time. I'm getting spoiled over here. Everyone shits too much, honestly. He's a medium, isn't he? No, he's a large. Cool. See, Minecraft doesn't have Minecraft has a more defined tone than this game does. Minecraft doesn't venture off in the crazy. You know, like their main. Well, I don't know about the storyline Minecraft. I didn't buy that game. The original Minecraft was all just like, you know, I don't know, shitty Skyrim? Fantasy? Survival in a fantasy world, basically. Now, I know that gets blurry lined with this, but it's kind of like the zombie stuff, you know? That can, well, yeah, zombies can get into the fantasy realm too real fast. It's just, they try not to be. They always try to have some realm in reality. Except for the George Romero ones. Those can be just, why is this happening? Divine punishment, who knows? No, wait, the original one had a radioactive thing or a meteorite or something, right? Sunspots. There was some logic to the first one. You guys are going to be fed the Troodons. I promise you. I'm not a fan of the purple. At all. Where you at, Shade Eater? We didn't put a dent in his feces habits. I really like eating doo-doo. I don't think we boosted oil, by the way. I think oil is natural, so... It's almost like they boosted the stats on their own. I think they did, because they were trying to accelerate the game. Because they realize what I'm talking about, that once people get wiped, they stop playing the game. They don't want to come back. They've invested too much time. They're mad. Understandably so. And then they don't want to come back. Because they had all this investment in this game that they liked. And then all their stuff got wiped. I don't know why they can't find a million other ways to do it. I would even go as far to do stuff like once a week have just like a Dodo Rex or a Giganotosaur Rampage. Then you have reasons to sit around and, you know, make guns and shit. But the tribe war mechanic always falls apart. And the being randomly raided off another server, what did they think was going to happen? What's that? Again, that's one of those things that... Let's see, it's a paranoid community, so there's always enough guys in there who understand that that's not a good idea. Let me get this straight. You're going to have at any time, anyone can just pop into the server and come in and murder us. Yeah! That sounds stupid! You're just going to get everyone killed! shouldn't need much. Yeah, I was gonna say Jenny don't take much at all to make. Getting this thing perfect is the hard part. Because you really just want to be on that block. Right? Yeah. See what it looks like poking through. Good. Then you just need a vertical and you're good to go on that. Oh, it'll be distracting when you're driving, but you'll appreciate it in the long run. Just debating if I put a grill on there or not. If I could do 3 floors, I would. I never thought about making floor 2. Well, yeah, because normally I kind of teeter near. I like to have the grill so that you can quickly cook all your meat. Sometimes I put it on the back. And I'm debating the third window here. Let me look at this. So why do I do it that way? Oh, because I do a stagnated cabinet, that's why. Yeah, that's why. Really, I could put one there. Because of the stupid clipping rule, you can get so much of your crap destroyed. Yeah, but I do lose that on the map if I change that. Let's put the map on the back wall. Smithy's gonna happen. I feel like there's a lot of wasted space here on the top floor. I really thought about it. Oh, that's because I normally have a grill right here. You know what I could do? I'll need some fishing poles. I'll need some, the horsey over there. Hmm. What a strange dream. Well, holy shit. I don't even remember what his kibble tames. I know it ain't no one worth a shit. I don't ever recall going, oh, thank God we had the Pteranodon kibble. I mean, Rexy, Quetzal, they matter. Dodo mattered. Those were the big ones I remember. Everybody else is so specialized. Oh, yeah, it's even the Scorpion. I always forget the Scorpion. I always remember Bronto is wasted, too. For as big a deal as they make him, they only link him to the Mammoth for some insane reason. Like, the kibble concept, to me, is mostly an annoyance. Neat idea, but annoying. I'd go one further, though. I'd make kibble the fastest and the best. Then kibble becomes an absolute. I know. That was, for anyone who remembers mutton, the exact opposite. Let's see. What can I put here? I think it's because the original boat, we didn't have a concept for having storage on it. Oh, we might have just had the boxes. The boxes. That shit's laughable. Just put a vault on there. Oh. Vault size. You could think that to the other tribes using vaults as defense mechanisms. I don't know if that was happening in the standard game. I have a hard time believing it was. I never saw anyone using vaults as defense in games I had played. But I had seen people on their own private servers that were inviting a bunch of people in doing it, which boosted everything. It's like Ark's a weird game to me. Oh man, that's so lame that you're using a vault to defend your house. Hey, oh man, you know what's even lamer? You're trying to play a game where you tame dinosaurs and shit, and you gotta constantly worry about going offline. Like, unless you maintain your defenses, you eventually will lose, no matter how good you are. That's why some of these guys celebrating their wins, you know. It's not one where they're like, oh my god, their turrets were off. How do you know their turrets were off? How do you know they didn't just run out of bullets? The guys playing just gave up. Like, to me, Ark's more of an experience. I enjoy all the prehistoric stuff. Looking good, Shark. Did you heal up? Jesus, you still ain't healed up. Christ alive. So, yeah, two people are... See, that looks like a female's colors. I know he's not an orca. Those two have earned names. So, name them after terrible. Well, can I get away with saying that Jaws is terrible? Jaws is proof that Spielberg just can do a monster movie and then repeats that over and over again for years. Like, Spielberg's the kind of guy that if he didn't have a big hit movie like Jaws, although I guess that's true. There's so many guys that are just horror directors. And then if they get lucky and have a big smash hit, they become legitimate directors. That's like almost all of them, isn't it? And I don't know if Orca's a Roger Corman production or not, but I'd be willing to bet it is. I know we had a Jaws 2, and a Jaws the Revenge. Jaws 3D. I still can't believe that was an accident. They made them rideable. God, that's a hard-headed game developer right there. Hey, that Most Shops guy, he's mostly lame, and no one uses him. So they got one rogue developer. See, again, it's just... They've got a lot of issues. See, and having weird tiered stuff like that, the different maps, that makes me say that they expect you to play it like the way the storyline reads. But of course no one does it that way. Everyone just goes, you build your base and then you start working on the other maps. Unless you're playing single player. Which, even though I'm not, it seems like a lot of the times I am. I like them all trying. Well, it's because we got lives, Big Red. I don't know what that means. None of them are married, none of them have kids, and none of them make a ton of money, so. Like, like, what are you talking about? You go watch shitty movies? Huh? What's a ladder? Metal ladder? Do we got a metal ladder? Ooh, that might have, that's probably all we need. Yeah, I don't know why it took us so many years to accept that that was the way to go. Really? Can I... Only Arc, man. One thing I really miss how much easier things went together in Minecraft. There's gotta be another way to do the grill. Oh, at one point I actually had a chemistry bench in the damn thing. That's a new level of insanity even for me. Boats get cluttered. there is... There's gotta be a better way to come at that. I don't think it's that either. Hmm. Oh, the walls. Stuff you only do in video games. I'm gonna walk out the back of my house backwards. My boats have the visibility of a submarine. I hear they're gonna finally have some sort of jet craft. They have a car technically for for all the people who play on their own servers. You can spawn in a car. Last I checked, so almost a year ago, it didn't work very good. You can't destroy it. That's the other downer about it. So I ended up just... should have drove it to the volcano, but it would take too much work. You gotta put it on the bottom of the ocean floor. Trust me, it took some work. What is next on that? Well, the bed. Yeah, I'm not... Well, if I'm gonna leave all that space in there... Put the grill on the roof. I put the bed in the corner, grill on the roof. So, but the bed goes here. I could do a cabinet. Oh... Yeah, maybe. I don't know why we started doing the porthole directly over the main window. Where's the bed at? You know what? Let's go with sea snake. They don't have a cool name, do they? Because a moccasin's really a river creature. Trying to think of all the things we can. So that's gonna stay open-ended, or does it? I don't know. We'll see. I'm still gonna do a window. I gotta do a roof. Then I get the misery of trying to figure out how to get this shit mounted properly. World's quietest boat ever. Good deal. That's the only part that matters. I don't care which way it goes in, honestly. That's actually not in the way of the view. It's actually a little bit better. Seems to be the trick on that. The ramps are put on here through hard lessons learned when you're running from wolves. When we used to go on wool runs. always be bad. We're gonna have one hell of a stockpile of ammunition soon. Alright, so... cabinets. Do I have cabinets? I do. Fiber thatch wood. I didn't want to make 3 of them, but okay. Hide and wood. Oh. Well, great. Do I have a vertical? I don't, do I? Oh, I do. Sweet. Oh, yeah. What are we gonna do with... Because I need a fridge in here. Well... Shoot. And the fridge may have to be the closest one, actually. Stylistically, this looks way better. Now, speaking of confusing stuff, I'm still shocked about the Marvel games. I'm shocked that they had a game, and I'm shocked that they did their damnedest in earnest to try to get people to come play on it on PlayStation. And I'm mostly shocked by the fact of how monumentally bad it failed, and how fast they were to back away from that. I had a friend who, what was that game even called? I'd have to go look through my trophies again. I mean, I think I played 5 characters? I don't know, it was the last thing I really played before everything dramatically changed. And I wasn't ate up with it. See, that looks good. Okay. Ooh. This metal is brutal. What a war map. I guess they assume that you've seen the whole map by that point. I don't know why they make you wait so long to have that. That used to not even be in the game on the console side. Fiber, hide wood. Fiber. You have no wood over here anymore? Oh, there we go. There's some wood. While I'm thinking about it. I will take all of your stone. I'll take all your flint, because neither one of those need to be on here. Honestly, neither does the thatch. Oh, come on. Really? Whatever. Oh, damn it. I'm going to have to make 2 of those, aren't I? To get it to not... Yeah. Hang on, let me try my little theory here. That helped. Yep. Game of the Year edition. Annoying. You gotta make 2 just so you can stick a damn map on the inside of the thing. I know what you're saying. Do we even need a map? No. But it's neat. And I don't know on the user-generated maps. I'd be willing to speculate that the map doesn't work like that. Oh my god, do I hate you, game. Christ alive. We'll just keep this shit on us this time. Game of the Year edition. It's not whether I'm on a very obviously private owned server or not. The real question is, am I playing Game of the Year edition? Because Game of the Year edition lets you do extra stupid shit. Like that. Holy fuck. Oh, I hate you so much, Ark. 4 in a row, cool. That's just in case you get lost on the outside. You need like a point of reference or something. Christ alive. I think you could do it 2 back-to-back real fast. It might work. Let's just craft 5. Let's just prepare for the worst case scenario here. Man, fuck you, Art. Well, I guess we got 5 spares now. And I do remember this, that you should put them up after the fact if you're going to change your walls out, which is probably going to happen. Well, not probably, it will happen. Any tools? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that was, yeah. Okay, 2 of those are clearly tools. Huh. Yeah. Guess what makes something an sundry and what makes it a tool is debatable in my mind. Why don't I put that goddamn raft up? We'll put the raft up when we're good damn ready. Little known trick. Click down R3 and you can automatically turn crap on when you're in the menu. A lot of people don't know that for some reason. Oh, I know why. It's because they don't have a damn menu. I don't even remember how I learned it. I think I was just screwing around. Okay, there's the fridge. Oh, raft. There. They're doing good with their sunrises. Weird. I don't have an outlet, do I? That'd be too fortunate. I do not. I think the outlet uses wood. You're such an asshole, game. Yeah, I knew it took some wood. How do they never gain levels, and then all of a sudden they just start gaining them back to back for doing nothing? He's gaining levels of eating shit. I mean, that's essentially what he's doing, though. He's gaining levels off eating shit. Now, if I had the chem bench, I might put it in here. I've done it before. I did it with the tank boat. And there you go. Alright, I need to look to see what the other boat had in it. I know we'll have to do some fishing rods. Do some chairs. I'll definitely have to recraft some mind wipe to change out this loadout once I'm done, because just snapshot my my stats before I do it. I don't really expect much of the running speed or melee damage. I could see it if you're PvPing, kind of, but really against most animals, you are so screwed, and there's so many other better things to put it into other than melee damage. Why do I have narcotics on here? Whatever. I may just directly transfer those over. So flares, repair thingy, grapple, chastity belt. I'll probably take the, why is there, I just realized that, well, yeah. You know what? Screw it. So fishing rods, grapple hooks, crossbow, chastity belt. That you yeah, right. What else? Crossbow. Do you like how zip lines come in a stack of 50 and grappling hooks don't? I really wish the grappling hook was retrievable. Blood pack probably wouldn't hurt either. Hey, whoa. Some canteens. Yeah. canteens in there, and then some. Oh, the blood thingy. Wait, do I have a spare? Where do I put a mortal and pestle at? How about right there? Perfect. Until we get a chem bench. And yeah, you can shove a chem bench inside a boat. It'll start getting a little cramped after that point. Wait. Fucking arc, man. Oh my god. Smithy. Gonna need a smithy. And some ACs. Of course, you can only craft a smithy on a smithy. Hide, metal, stone wood. Oh, stone, yeah. What? Oh. It's funny, I still have my very first single player playthrough. To look at that old house from when we were originally playing the game. It's funny to me. Like how clueless we were. Then again, within a month's time, I think we'd pretty much followed the bosses. Well, you know, the upsides of unemployment and the X is hiding a crippling drug addiction from you. I don't know if that's entirely true, honestly. But there were weird signs that I ignored. I mean, how somebody can stay awake that much should have been really obvious to me. Of course, I know I was, but there was a difference. I didn't have a menial job to go to. Oh well. Canteens. Canteens and a blood pack. Blood pack, yes. And canteen. Yeah, put parachutes on there. Oh, I already have it. Oh, okay. There's... whatever. Okay. 4 of those. And a blood pack. I know that involves keratin. And I remember... very first time going through this game going, oh man, keratin. Like that's gotta be stuff with claws. And, oh, it's because it's so hard to kill stuff in this with your bare hands. Stuff that has keratin. And a GPS. Wait, I already have GPS, I think, because of something else. I remember that, because it forced me to learn it, and it pissed me off. Oh yeah, the tracking device, yeah. Yeah, that really hacked me off. Really? The thing that is clearly less electronics. Like a tracking device is much easier to make than a GPS. After all, they had tracking devices before they had GPSs. Check this out, kids. Oh, well, it's not turned on. Pretend it was turned on. Flares. Chairs. Flares and chairs. I'm even okay with keeping those on there. Flares and chairs. Yeah, we thought dodos were everything. We had like 90 of them for some reason. mind putting a shotgun on there. I don't have a lot of fishing poles. Yep. I don't know why Ark's so epically lame about fishing or handing out blueprints for fishing poles. This is actually what led me to start changing everything about the game. Like initially, we didn't spawn in anything. I still try to avoid that, and I really limit the amount of people who even know the password to do it. We didn't spawn in anything, and we didn't change the stats on anything at the beginning. We were playing it pretty much vanilla like the base game. We were just playing it on our own server just because we couldn't get people to stop screwing with us. And we didn't want to join any of their tribes because they just wanted you to do all their bitch work. Or you had to watch some insanely retarded leader of theirs, which, oh man, yeah, that stuff will drive you nuts. Video games are worse than real life. At least in real life, you know, like the military or work or something, there's at least an incentive to listen to an idiot. There's not in a video game. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I might finally seal that off. I'm debating it. And at least 2 ACs. And a light, yeah. I think we're back at the mercy of metal. Flares. Nope. I always keep looking at the wrong one. Do I have flares? I do. Fiber, gunpowder, spark powder, wood. FYI, if you didn't know, paint your flare gun. If you paint your flare gun, your flare becomes whatever color you paint it. This can be a positive and negative. And yes, you can even do it if it's got the fireworks skin on. Why don't you lay an egg there, Xenosaur? It won't kill you. What did I do that for? I don't really know why I did that. Oh my god. There we go. Stick your nose directly in the bug's anus. There we go. Yeah, see, the bugs still don't have the ability to mate. They just have the ability to... I don't even know why you want them to wander. I don't think I've ever raised a most shops before either. Or most shops. Whatever. I've raised Anks. I've raised damn near everything. Except for most shops. Well, they weren't worth it. I think we even raised over rafters at one point. I haven't did all the water guys. A lot of it was even on a boosted server. I haven't cranked it up. I've cranked it up faster, but not infinitely faster. Like enough that it's still an experience. You still got to sit around and raise them. You just don't have to spend a month doing it. You spend like a day or two tops. I thought the wyvern thing is beyond ridiculous. What the hell? Oh god, what did I get myself into?